WBCB presents Pro Wrestling Weekly,
the longest-running pro wrestling radio talk show in the history of terrestrial radio.
And he's obviously Michael Cole.
Call in with a question or comment at 215-949-3232 or 888-922-2149.
Talking wrestling.
Yeah.
Because that's what this show's about. That's what we've been doing for over 16 years.
No. It's about sports entertainment.
And now here are your hosts of Pro Wrestling Weekly, Fearon and Lucas DeSangro.
Will you stop marking out over there?
Sorry.
Move over, kid. I'm taking your microphone.
You're shallow, you know that?
I'm running on 2 hours of sleep. I don't remember what the hell I do anymore.
Shut up!
Sound of the bell, and we are set to go. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon here with you. Yes, still here with you. Alongside Lucas DeSangro back in the saddle, back where he belongs.
Yes, very glad to be back in the saddle.
And
trying to break the stigma of being part-time.
Yes, definitely trying to do that. So fun things about here in the world of professional wrestling. We'll get into it over the course of the hour here. But first, today is a bit of a special day. You know what day it is?
May 9th.
May 19th!
Yes.
Yes.
You were waiting for that, weren't you?
Yes. And especially in the Shawn Michaels voice.
May 19th!
Oh, gosh. An allusion to Kane and not like it. Well, the double meaning of May 19th, as that had to do with some storyline things, and it was also the release of the movie See No Evil, in which he was in.
Yes.
It feels like so long ago.
It's because it was.
Because it was, yeah. I'm afraid to think back to how many. Oh, gosh, it was 2006. That was 12 years ago.
Yep.
Which, yeah, okay, that's, the less I think about that, the better. But, yeah, it was released on May 19th, 2006, so I was debating on putting that as a Today in Wrestling History thing, but nah. Plus, there's plenty of other things that happen, but that'll come up in a little while from now. Other things we'll get into here, we'll talk a little Money in the Bank, as we meant to last week, and then Samsel ruined things.
Oh, Samsel.
Like he does.
The Fugazi wrestling fan.
Yeah. And then, let's see other things to get into. So we'll, not that you're much of a gambler, but we'll talk a little All-In as well.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Indeed.
I figured you'd be intrigued by that.
I was, especially with who Pro Wrestling Tees is bringing in as a guest.
Yeah.
For a signing.
Yeah. Things are getting interesting about that. Also, a little bit more on a name that gets talked about quite a bit on the show here, as well as John Cena. Brother, yes. Yeah, I was debating. I was like, which way do I want to go with it?
There's a few names besides just John Cena.
Yeah, true. But, he was on the Today Show this past week and had a little bit to talk. He was talking had a little love talk going on.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll let you know what was going on with that. Also, a little bit of an update on what happened with, I guess, the artist formerly known as Enzo Amore. We'll let you know how he's doing.
That term is used loosely.
What, how he's doing?
No, the artist term.
Oh, gotcha. Also, we'll do a little TV talk here on the radio.
Will we?
Yeah. Not mentioning any stations, of course, because I don't want to get in trouble for that. What?
Nothing.
No, I'm just trying to avoid trouble. You know me. Also, a couple of bits of surgery and whatnot to get into a couple of WWE stars that have gone under the ninth. One expected and one kind of out of nowhere.
I see what you did there.
And also an awful story about a former wrestler who, an argument turned into a brawl that turned into hospitalization and other bad things. Plus, we'll go across the pond for something that I know you've got a little interest in.
Which pond are we talking about? Because there are a few. Across the Atlantic or the Pacific?
If we have time, we can do both.
Ooh. So you spoil me sometimes.
World traveling, I know. Yes, but first, since we didn't get into it last week, we'll talk a little update as far as the Money in the Bank lineup, which is coming up. It feels like forever away. We're not used to this lengthy time period in between events, but, I mean, we're still another, 5 weeks away?
Yeah, and it's weird, but I also like it. It does sort of, I don't know what it is, because they're not separate brand pay-per-views anymore, so they have time to actually let things marinate and flow and build.
Things can settle a little bit. It's a good feeling.
Now whether or not the build, that's all I'm going to say there. Yeah.
This is now you being careful and not getting into trouble. I got you.
Yes, but you know where I'm going.
I do.
That's a different story.
Yeah, so far, 5 matches set on the card. 2 of them are the Money in the Bank ladder matches, and then 3 title matches. The SmackDown Women's title on the line. Carmella defending against Asuka.
Wow.
Yeah, that should be a goodie. And then the WWE Championship, AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. The rematch.
The rematch.
Are we? Yeah.
Shinsuke chooses the stipulation.
Which we'll find out what that is over the course of the
I feel like that'll be a
upcoming
bit
weeks.
of a kick in the pants for AJ.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is.
Thank you.
I was ready to no, not gonna head desk as much as I wanted to on that.
Well, yeah, because I have to carry the show. You'd have a concussion.
Yeah, probably.
And that's not good.
No, it isn't. And rather interesting announcement this week: the Raw Women's title, Nia Jax defending against Ronda Rousey.
Ooh, so now we're gonna have 2 title changes at a pay-per-view guaranteed.
Well, look at you going early on the prediction, certain to go wrong. Well,
I'm already circling my predictions as the card fills up.
And then there's the Money in the Bank ladder matches, ladies first, because it's proper.
Chivalry.
Yeah, exactly. It isn't dead. Although I might be by the time the show's over. We'll see. Ember Moon against Charlotte Flair, and as well as Alexa Bliss is in there, and Becky Lynch. And it was announced that this coming Tuesday on SmackDown, there will be a qualifying match between Billie Kay and Lana.
Ooh.
So the winner of those 2. And then there will be 3 other yet-to-be-determined spots that will be filled in that Money in the Bank ladder match. And then to the men.
Ooh.
Yeah, we've got some heavy hitters here. Braun Strowman, Finn Balor,
Yes.
The Miz,
Yes.
Rusev,
Yes.
no Daniel Bryan.
No.
Well, because you were pointing over your head with the Daniel Bryan thing.
Here's the thing, and Daniel Bryan talked about this on his recent Talk is Jericho's appearances. It's not just his thing anymore. It is, but it could be more of like approval, excitement, determination. In my terms, it's approval and excitement. Yes.
Fair enough. Let's see. So Rusev, Bobby Roode.
Yay. There was much rejoicing. Yay.
I can't anymore. I don't know.
I like his entrance music.
It's glorious.
Yes.
And Kevin Owens.
Yes.
Also, one of the members of the New Day.
Yes? We
But
don't know who it is yet. That's why the question mark was added.
Yeah, we don't know who.
Who?
Yes, and another qualifying match set up this week for what looks to be the final spot will be Big Cass against Samoa Joe.
Hopefully, Senior Joe, yes.
Not feeling the Cass return?
It's not that I'm not feeling the Cass return, but I would like Joe to... I want him to have a spot on the card. I'm sure there'll be more openings, but...
Well,
I feel like, let's put it this way, I feel like Daniel Bryan might have something to do with Cass losing.
Which could set up a rematch of some sort at Money in the Bank?
Or, and here's something, maybe we could get Daniel Bryan versus Senior Joe at Money in the Bank.
Well, I mean, they have a lot of time to set up to that, but I think that there's still a little bit of
unfinished business. Yes. Sorry. Try not to beat you to the punch in them. I'm going to shut up more. Ted, note the time. There's another one.
Yeah, there's so many of them. Oh, good. It beat me to the punch like Mary Wells.
Here's the thing. If there was a championship title for how many times someone would make an ass out of themselves, I would have the most collective reigns ever. And I'd be the longest title holder. I would be the Kazuchika Okada of making an ass out of myself. And Ted, you know what to do. Thank you very much. I make it rain with putting my foot in my mouth.
Is it time to go to the Broken Goblet yet? Because I think I need to after this. One for me and two for Ted at this point, because I think he needs it.
Oh, he's a good egg.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, there's that and much more coming as far as the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Oh, goodness. And to something a little bit, I guess transitioning from money to cashing your chips in. So for those who may not have heard of it, because it's been kind of an internet buzzy type thing, and I know we haven't really talked too terribly much about it on here, tickets went on sale this past Sunday and sold out that very same day for the largest independent wrestling show in history, being put together by Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks.
I was going to say, it's the largest self-funded.
Well, okay, self-funded, yes.
Independent pro wrestling show. It's funded by the wrestlers themselves.
Yeah.
Or financed, whichever one you want to use.
Yeah, they're the ones putting up the cash, and they are literally and figuratively going all in. Hence the name of the event. It's going to be held on September 1st in Chicago, Illinois, at the Sears Center.
Yes.
Which that's a pretty big venue, from what I recall.
10,000 seat arena. They wanted they wanted to sell out a 10,000 seat arena. Originally because Dave Meltzer didn't think they could. Or at least Ring of Honor couldn't. But it was Ring of Honor executives gave Cody and the rest of them their blessing. And it's a pretty big deal. I'm very happy. What was it? What was it that one of the young Matt Jackson said, or I forget who it was, but they said for Matt Jackson it was he wants a good economy for pro wrestling. And for Nick Jackson it was to prove people wrong. Mm-hmm. You know, it was, if you get a chance to watch the press conference, it was actually quite inspiring at times. I mean, there were some goofy moments with Marty Scurll and Adam Page, Flip Gordon. Of
course, the Bullet Club. So
yes.
There's of course going to be some quirky moments.
But it really was quite inspiring, and it makes me happy to be a wrestling fan because stuff like this can happen. But the big challenge now is whether or not they can do it again. Well, how good the show will be, which it will be very good, and if they can do it again next year.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, they say 10,000. I mean, they just use that as an even number, but it is according to the officiality of it. It does seat over 11,000. So, it's not going to be one of those. They're not going to wrestling math it and say 15,000. No, it's not going to be like that. But there's a good, probably close to 11,000, if not more, as they say here for concerts, 11,800. Which, I mean, it's not the first wrestling event to be held in that venue. TNA Bound for Glory in 2008 was there, and it was maybe half full. About 5,000, maybe 5,500.
Yeah. A sold out, or as many seats as they can pack in.
Exactly.
For an independent show. And not even by Ring of Honor or New Japan. It is funded by
This
Cody
is just
Rhodes.
wrestlers, putting this together.
And the Young Bucks. Granted, they have the money, too. But
yeah, that sweet Stardust money.
And the merch.
And the merch money, too. Yeah, exactly.
It is quite indeed too sweet.
Most certainly. So it began as a singular event. It's now going to be 4 days of a once-in-a-lifetime, genre-breaking set of experiences for all wrestling fans.
4 days?
The whole event leading up to it. I mean, there's the all-in event itself.
They're having an access for it?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Including, according to here, a first of its kind, a Legends and Podcasters convention lovingly titled StarCast. As opposed to Starcade?
Well, yes, understood.
And there's apparently going to be a best in the world experience at 1 Hour Tease, which I think is what you were teasing.
Aha. Yes.
And also, that's just some of the things. Now, Paul Heyman actually heaps some praise on them. I don't know if you'd seen this set of tweets here.
No, I had not.
He after it sold out Sunday, he tweeted, quote, "What Cody Rhodes and the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson have accomplished is truly epic. You have built a brand, self-marketed yourselves, negotiated your destinies on multiple continents, and sold over 10,000 tickets to your own event on your own terms."
Power of social media.
Yeah, he went further on from there and continued. That was 1 out of 3 tweets that he threw out there, but I just wanted to kind of summarize it. But yeah, it looks to be interesting. I will not be among the 10,000 there because although I'd love to be able to get out to Chicago at some point.
Same, but it's too pricey, and there's no way to get out there. I'm wondering if they're going to stream it.
That's an excellent question. I'm sure if there is a way, they will certainly find it. That is for certain. Yeah, it is yet to be. It says here it's set to be the first U.S. wrestling show outside of WWE to break 10,000 tickets sold since the now defunct WCW closed in 2001, and the first outside of the Big Two to do this since 1993. So there's a lot that's riding on it, which is why they're all in. The only match announced so far is Nick Aldis against Cody Rhodes for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes. Cody trying to follow in his father's footsteps.
Yeah, totally makes sense. Now, prior to All In, Aldis is scheduled to defend the title against PJ Black, and should he lose the title, then it would be a non-title special singles match. And if Cody Rhodes wins, then he and his father Dusty would be the first father-son duo to win the NWA World Heavyweight Championship.
Damn.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
There's a lot riding on this, to say the least. So I was going to say, we're rapidly running through here. We'll take care of our first bit of business, but first, I've got to let you know the place to get action figures, replica title belts, sports memorabilia, banners, and more is over at George's Cards and Collectibles. We're coming up on Saturday, June 16th, Money in the Bank weekend, the day before Money in the Bank for that matter, from 1 to 3 p.m., not necessarily wrestling related, but if you're a fan here in the Philadelphia area and love you some baseball like I do, you're going to enjoy this. Former Phillies and Mets baseball star Lenny Dykstra. Nails is going to be at the... No, not the wrestler Nails. That was his nickname. No, not Kevin Schultz. No, but Lenny Dykstra. He'll be at the Neshaminy Mall Cards and Collectibles show.
I know that, but I was going to quote.
What? You were going to...
Quote Nails. But I'm not going to.
No. I had to stop that before it started. Who's the boss now, Twitch?
Oh, come on! You...
George's has 3 locations for all of your cards and collectibles needs. Their original store at 7755 New Falls Road in Levittown, in the Neshaminy Mall in the movie theater wing, and their newest location in the Oxford Valley Mall on the 2nd level next to Charlotte Roos. For more information, go to georgescollectibles.com and follow George's Cards and Collectibles on Facebook. When we come back, we're going to talk a little Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Enzo, and a whole bunch more. Alongside Lucas Twitch DeSangro, I'm Fearon Derry. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
Chickies and Pete's, your favorite local sports bar, is home to the ultimate playoff watch parties for all home and away playoff games. If you can't be there, be here for Philly and Boston. The best in-game experience is at Chickies and Pete's. Nobody does it better. Come to South Philly and join Sixers PA announcer for every away game. See him live and enjoy the best in-game experience. Daily drink specials, ice-cold draft beer, a wide selection of craft beers, world-famous crab fries, and all your Chickies and Pete's food favorites. If you can't be there, be here for Philly and Boston every game. Chickies and Pete's.
Energy costs are skyrocketing. Now's the time to upgrade your old heater and air conditioning systems to more efficient units to save on your utility bills. Harris Comfort can also handle all your propane needs, as well as providing sales and service on whole house generators. Harris Comfort is still family owned and has been serving our area for over 60 years, providing sales, service, installation, and peace of mind. Call 215-788-4596 or go to harriscomfort.com. Harris Comfort, still family and still local.
Be sure to tune into Senior Legal Strategies with Henry Carpenter every Tuesday morning at 9, right here on 1490 WBCB.
You won't see termites crawling across your floor, but thousands might be devouring the wood in your walls, weakening the structure of your home. For over 50 years, Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley has been in the exterminating business. If you think you have a pest problem, they're the experts. Call them today at 215-639-5455. That's 215-639-5455 for TPPC. Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley gives your home or business peace of mind, knowing your pest problem is in their hands. Located at 1560 Bristol Pike in Bensalem, they use only EPA-approved material applied by licensed technicians. Call Termite Proofing and Pest Control of the Delaware Valley at 215-639-5455.
Take charge of your health with Independence Blue Cross and get access to Achieve Wellbeing, free online tools that make being healthier easier. Manage your health with personalized well-being programs and connect your favorite fitness apps and devices. Plus, you get access to the most doctors and hospitals in the region from the leader in healthcare for nearly 80 years. Independence Blue Cross. Live fearless. Learn more at IBX.com.
He's got the Luigi death stare from Fearon, so he might have
I didn't give you the Luigi death stare. That's not true.
You're breaking kayfabe.
Breaking cape. I'm gonna break something else during this commercial.
There we go. That's what I like to see.
And now, more Pro Wrestling Weekly with your hosts, Fearon Derry and Lucas DeSangro.
Are we getting into that controversy again?
I know how it feels, and it's not fun.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry and Lucas Twitch DeSangro here with you. And, well, we were talking All In, and now we're going to something that, at least for now, looks like it's All Out.
Ooh.
Yeah. John Cena addressing the end of his relationship with Nikki Bella on this past Monday's NBC Today show. And, well, let's see what he had to say to the hosts about about how things have not gone so well.
You've been going through something lately. Yes,
We all
indeed.
go through stuff.
Yeah.
Else, always.
Well, you revealed a lot to us over the years, and especially you talked about your wonderful romance with Nikki, and you talked about your proposal, and you talked about your wedding date, which a lot of people were kind of sad to see come and go, and you guys.
I was one of those people.
Yeah, that was a tough. How are you doing?
It's up and it's down. I've always been honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I also don't want to ruin the viewers' morning by giving us a bowl of sadness soup. It's been up and it's been
cereal.
down.
Sadness cereal.
Yes. It's been incredibly reflective, which is amazing, but it's very difficult. I had my heart broken out of nowhere. And, or for me, it was out of nowhere. And anyone who's experienced that knows that it comes with a series of bad feelings. Mm-hmm. But I've looked at myself every day, and I've tried to evaluate myself and the woman that I love. And for anyone out there speculating on like what I'm doing with my life now, I still love Nicole. I still would love to marry Nicole. I still would love to have a family with Nicole. There was an unfortunate set of circumstances where our relationship ended. There's been a lot of speculation recently about me being seen in public, and everyone's thinking like, oh, John Cena's enjoying the single life. No. I was supposed to be married and have a honeymoon over these 2 weeks. It's the first time in 15 years that I've taken a vacation. I am in my house alone, surrounded by these emotionally strong memories. And every day from 6 to 9, I get out of the house and talk to strangers as social interaction. So there's a lot of pictures of me with like, hey, I'm here with this person, or I'm here with this person.
It's called living your life. You have to keep doing that.
I don't want anybody else. I love Nicole, and I'm really trying to support her in her trying to find whatever it is that she wants that made this fall apart in the first place. Right. And in doing so, I'm also just trying to live. But I don't have any other hopes other than maybe one day that we can work it out.
You know, you said something interesting in there. You said, I love her and I still want a family with her. Yeah. Remember you coming on earlier talking about sticking points, and every relationship has them.
That's true.
Scary things. But you kind of turned the beat around on that one.
Well, and this is why. It's so difficult because this is all kind of part of, she'll talk to you guys on Wednesday, and I don't want to say things that she's going to say because I don't know the importance of that. But over the 5 years of our relationship, or the 6 years of our relationship, if you look at me 5 years ago, stubborn, selfish, self-focused. Life had always been about me. And then slowly over time, this woman waltzes in and just steals my heart. And whether I want to realize it or not, becomes my number one. So I'm willing to go back on all of these things that I say. And a lot of them I was hanging on to just of stubbornness.
Yeah.
I won't have kids. And it took a very strong look in the mirror for me to be like, why?
Right.
This person is my number one, and it's something that's very valuable to her. And of course we can do this, and I think it would be wonderful. Granted, I'm often a horrible communicator when it comes to stuff like that. Like, I say the wrong thing, and I think guys out there know what I'm talking about. Maybe we can talk about that later when we talk to the guys.
The guys tell all panel.
But all of that switched because I love her. And all of those decisions, like, she's my number one, and I just want to make her happy. And
Well, then I feel like it's going to work out.
that's okay,
Don't you, Hoda?
because right now, she's happy. And we want to talk about taking one for the team and really sucking it up. She, I guess, needed a little time to find whatever it is she's looking for. And at the risk of my own emotional well-being, especially so close to that moment of I do, she needs to be happy.
You know what's funny? John just said he's not a good communicator.
I was just thinking.
I was going to say there's no better communicator.
This is the hand I shoot with.
Do you guys still talk, John? Or?
We do. It's difficult because I want her to be able to chase what she's looking for, and I feel as if I'm there, I may be enabling the situation, but those are like weird assumptions. Guys, it's all messed up, guys. It's a relationship. It's all messed up. The point is, for anyone out there speculating on what's going on, I love her. I want to be with her. I want to make her my wife. I want to be the father of her children. I just want us to work, and that's so just from here. And all that other stuff you see is BS. I'm just trying to live life without her on a very emotional set of time that has been very difficult for me. But we're here. We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
We're here.
Yeah, we're in the present.
This is what I want. This is what I want to do, because if you're watching going like this or watching shaking your fist, I think the greatest takeaway from all this, I really do. I know for a fact that I was in love, and I've never been in love before. And I'm telling you out there, it's real. It's horrible, it's beautiful, and I hurt so much because I know it was there and it was real, and every day I take that and I have that, and if I never have another day with Nicole, I will take 6 years with Nicole over 5 years and 364 days any day of the week, and I'm so grateful, and if she's watching, I'm grateful for being able to stand by her side for 6 years, and that's what should make you smile.
Oh, there you have it. The love is definitely there.
For someone.
Well, yeah.
I just want to point out how much I can appreciate John Cena doing a Blazing Saddles reference, especially in his time of heartbreak, because that would probably be me.
Would probably?
Me quoting comedy while I'm sad?
Yeah, I was going to say, that has been. I've been there for it.
Well, in the situation that he's in, being formally engaged to a smoking hot WWE diva.
Okay, you haven't been in that situation.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying that's how I might react.
Yet? I don't know.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah, that's. I wouldn't go all in on those odds.
Yeah, thanks for agreeing with me, Fearon. Definitely needed assurance on that one.
That's what I'm here for, buddy.
Isn't this a wrestling show?
I'm pretty sure it is. So let's talk about a wrestler. In this case, Hulk Hogan, who had a little bit of talking.
He's had some talking over the years.
Well, you know something, Twitch. No, he spoke with BuffaloNews.com in reference to an appearance he's actually making up there today, up in Buffalo, New York, about attempting to rehabilitate his image. He said in the interview, quote...
Good luck with that. In the age of the internet.
Well, he said in the interview, quote, "People know me. I'm a human being like anybody else, and sometimes people make mistakes. When they do, you...
Just ask Michael Richards.
All the places, and that's where you go?
Where else would I go? Exactly. Move it along.
Yeah,
I
was going to say, there's a Danny Cage line that I can't say that would have been my response, but I like being on the air. Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, people make mistakes. When they do, you watch that person a little bit more closely than you did before to see what kind of person they really are.
Oh, those are the phones ringing. I think we're being fired. Or at least, sorry, I'm being fired.
Yeah, very possibly. I just want people to judge me by my actions, not a few misspoken words. To those few fans who feel hurt, I'm forever sorry, and I'll do whatever I can to make them feel comfortable with me. Hogan
I'm
was also
sorry, Jerry. I know you were trying to sell DVDs at the time, Jerry. I apologize.
Wow. Hogan was also asked about rumors of him returning to WWE, and his response to that was, until you hit a home run, it's not a home run. All these things say it's imminent or rumors. That's like saying maybe, possibly, could be. Until I'm back home with WWE, I'm not home.
Damn it, there's something I could have made a comment on that about. No, I'm not going to.
We'll save it for the break.
That's where a lot of the fun stuff goes, folks.
Yeah, until I'm back home with WWE, I'm not home. Hopefully someday I can go back home and be with my family, the wrestlers, and all the people I love.
Because I'm not allowed at my actual house.
Oh, I just really, really
where
hope
my wife lives, my ex with the dogs, brother.
Well.
2 for 2. Great,
Yeah.
cool. That's 2 pages of notes he's crumpled up.
Yeah, there goes that.
Sorry. Actually, you know what? No, I'm
No,
not.
you're
That was
not
great
sorry.
radio. That was.
At least one of us thinks so.
Oh.
All right.
Wow.
No.
Thanks.
No, Ted's giving the thumbs up. At least I think that's a thumb.
It could have been. There might have been something else with it. The Eminem style.
Oh goodness! No, I don't think that was a Stone Cold salute. At least I hope not. All right. And also let's as I say, let's get away from this as quickly as possible and get to something else controversial. Why not? The attorney who represents former WWE wrestler Eric Arndt, who wrestles as Enzo Amore, or at least he did,
Wrestled.
wrestled.
He uses loosely.
Yeah, issued a statement announcing that his client had been informed by the Phoenix Police Department that there is insufficient evidence in regards to the rape allegations that were levied against him. As such, no criminal charges will be filed against Arndt, and the case has been closed.
Yeah.
The statement includes a note that Arndt is working towards, quote, his next venture in the entertainment industry, end quote.
I feel like he could be like an Eric Andres, or maybe not in comedy, but he could be like a huge internet, like YouTube show personality. He really is charismatic. Like, and I don't want to, because I do want to clarify, I do like Enzo Amore. He is extremely entertaining. Couldn't really wrestle a lick, though. And he seemed to have put his foot in his mouth more than I would, and that is saying something. I do tread the line of caution, or at least attempt to.
Get your hot takes here. Piping hot.
It's getting quite baumy in here.
Indeed. The belief is that Enzo was fired by WWE because he did not inform them of the investigation. Now, only time will tell whether the company is interested in bringing him back or if he has any desire to return to WWE, though based on the wording of the statement, it looks as though he's looking to pursue something outside of pro wrestling.
Smart decision.
Perhaps. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But
I smell a YouTube cash cow.
As long as they're not YouTube cash cow chips. No?
That was a thing?
Well, just I'll tell you and explain the joke during the break. Cow chips are another way. It's like manure. Manure, Biff. You hate manure.
I'm more of a George McFly than anything. In the future where he's still getting bullied by Biff.
That is not inaccurate.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, let's take care of our second and final timeout here, and then we'll get to Ed from Northeast Philly on the other side. Give him the full allotted time here.
Showstopper.
Indeed. So that means we've got to let you know that even a fool can be rich at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA, where currently on tap is the Belgian Golden Strong Ale aged on blackberries called Fool's Gold. It's the Goblet's 3rd anniversary ale. Get some while it's on, as actually I'm a couple of months away from 4 years. That's Yeah, Goblet Stock. We'll be talking more about that coming up in a little bit. So get some while it's on. And also on tap is the Angry Troll Amber Ale, the 2018 version of Bubba's Tea Bag, the Fall of Risengard Rye IPA.
Oh, I love it.
And
I don't, again, love the names. Don't drink the beers, but I love the names.
Well, it's because you can't. You're not of age yet.
I know. But, like, seriously, Goblet's a great atmosphere. I just noticed top shelf, they have a like a Boba Fett helmet, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, the owners are very geeky, nerdy, and they delve into that in a lot of their different ventures.
Yes.
And it's a fun thing. Also on tap, the Trey de Mark, the Belgian strong ale, packing a punch at just over 11%. Want something a little lighter? Try the Steinbeiser's Buried Treasure.
Don't get in the ring with me.
See,
Sorry.
No. Want something a little lighter? Try the Steinbeiser's Buried Treasure, an easy drinking and clean cream ale. It's like the popular domestics that you see on TV, but made with love. And coming tonight to check out Andrew Moorer, bringing a night of music starting at 8:30, and also tomorrow at noon, come in for the Broken Bloody Mary flights. And also of note today, as it was just posted up not too long ago.
Speaking of music, can we also plug something that goes on Wednesday nights there?
Oh, of course, the open mic night.
Yes. I will be trying to make more appearances there, but it's definitely a fun time. If you're a musician in the area and also a wrestling fan,
come on out.
Yeah, please, because I'll be there. Like the Jackson 5.
Indeed.
Sorry.
Except, unlike the Four Tops, when it comes to you being there, you don't reach out.
I can't help myself.
Oh, wow. Well played. That was good.
Can't help myself. All right.
Yeah, you definitely can't.
Yeah.
In many, many, many things. But also of note, as it was just posted up on the Broken Goblet Brewing Facebook page and Twitter and all their other social media not too long ago, they were unfortunately not able to secure a food truck for the day. So if you're going today, feel free to BYOF or order for delivery. Or you can grab a meal at one of their great spots around them, like the Newportville Inn or the Dog and Bull.
I'd love to bring my own friends, but I don't have any.
Let's bring your own food.
Oh. I'm poor. I don't have any of that either.
Yep.
Anyway,
in spite of Lucas, all those things are just a few reasons why it's always a good time at the Broken Goblet Brewery, 1500 Grundy's Lane in Bristol, PA. Broken Goblet Brewing, the semi-official brewery of Pro Wrestling Weekly. Please enjoy responsibly. Coming back, we'll try to salvage something of this show here, and we'll do so with Ed the Showstopper on the other side. This is Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com.
I'm Jean Coyle, President and CEO of Penn Community Bank. Penn Community Bank is truly different from most banks you hear about. We operate under a mutual charter. We are not publicly traded. We have no outside stockholders. We exist to serve our communities. What does this mean for you? Fair fees, local decisions, and a long-term strategy focused on our customers. Check us out at penncommunitybank.com.
Penn Community Bank is a member of the FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Your health is your most precious asset. Tune in to St. Mary Healthline Wednesday at 9 a.m. for advice on how to better manage your health. You will hear about important medical issues from the doctors and professionals across all service lines from St. Mary Medical Center. You will have the opportunity to talk or email your questions to the experts who can help you live a healthier lifestyle. St. Mary Healthline Wednesdays at 9 a.m. It's your health. Expect more.
All commentators heard on WBCB express their own views. Their opinions are not necessarily those of others on WBCB, including the staff and management. Teamwork is essential to winning games and in the business world. The Peruzzi Auto Group and Penco Tech have been working side by side for over 40 years, and now they're teammates. Penco Tech trains auto technicians and auto body techs, and Peruzzi has the full-time careers waiting for them. Train at Penco, work at Peruzzi. If you want a great career in the automotive field, call Penco Tech at 215-785-0111 or go to pencotech.edu. A great career at Peruzzi starts with training at Penco Tech.
Quick, without looking at a clock, what time is it? The answer's really easy and delicious because it's always pie time. Tasty Cake takes the time to bake each Tasty Cake pie with a tender, flaky crust in its own individual tin. With favorites like lemon, cherry, and the one-of-a-kind Tasty Claire, there's no wrong time to pick up a Tasty Cake pie at a store near you. For a mid-morning treat, for an afternoon snack, or just for the fun of it. It's pie time whenever you reach for a Tasty Cake pie.
Hi, this is Dr. Lee Piccarello inviting you to tune in every Friday morning at 8 a.m. to The Head Game, a must-listen show for athletes and coaches of all levels and ages. Mindful Athlete Training in Newtown, Pennsylvania is a mental circuit training program that prepares the athletes to perform at the highest level of today's game. Athletes get into the zone faster and stay there longer. Tune in every Friday morning at 8 a.m. right here on WBCB 1490 AM and throughout the world at WBCB1490.com.
Pro Wrestling Weekly presents Today in Wrestling History, May 19. On this date in 1990, the NWA held its Capital Combat pay-per-view. In the main event, Lex Luger defeated NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair by disqualification in a steel cage match. On this date in 1991, WCW held its Super Brawl pay-per-view. In the main event, Ric Flair pinned Tatsumi Fujinami to retain the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. On this date in 1996, WCW held its Slamboree pay-per-view. In the main event, the Giant pinned Sting to retain the WCW World Heavyweight Championship. On this date in 2002, WWE held its Judgment Day pay-per-view. In the main event, The Undertaker pinned Hulk Hogan to win the WWE Undisputed Championship. On this date in 2013, WWE held its Extreme Rules pay-per-view. In the main event, Brock Lesnar defeated Triple H in a steel cage match. This has been Today in Wrestling History, May 19.
Hi, this is Jim Cornette, and you're listening to Pro Wrestling Weekly with Fearon Derry on 1490 WBCB.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling Weekly here on 1490 WBCB and online at WBCB1490.com. Fearon Derry and Lucas Twitch DeSangro here, and we're going to get to the phones before either of us get our mouths into any more trouble. So we'll go to Ed the Showstopper. Ed from Northeast Philly on Pro Wrestling Weekly.
Good afternoon. We have Wildcat Wrestling on June 2nd at the ECW Arena.
Yes. Some of the Monster Factory guys will be there.
Homicide, Sabu, Matt Tremont, Stevie Richards, and Luke Hawks.
It is Luke Hawks' promotion. They put on a great show last year when they were in the area. So I highly suggest everybody go out there and check it out that are in the area.
7 p.m. bell time.
Should be a good time.
8 p.m. bell time tonight with HOH at the 2300 Arena.
Every single time. We keep missing it.
Yeah, these things happen.
This is going to be interesting. Sammy Callahan and Eddie Edwards on the show, along with Tommy Dreamer and the Squad.
Yes, the Spirit, the formerly known as the Spirit Squad.
Yes. And that's going to be interesting between Callahan and Edwards.
Yes, continuing and trying to finish their saga of rivalries since the controversy known as Edwards getting hit in the eye with a baseball bat.
Well, I'm wondering, since they have that forum, I wonder if it'll be streamed on Twitch.tv tonight.
I'm hoping it'll be streamed on Twitch's TV, which we'll be watching via Twitch TV.
You know how much, over the course of the last few months, how much I've had to differentiate so that people are realizing that I'm talking about the streaming website and not you?
Oh, so I really just crumbled that all to the ground. I apologize. Guy shows up once a week and destroys everything. Ted's scathing review of me on Pro Wrestling Weekly, ladies and gentlemen. This is something I found on my Snapchat memories a few weeks ago.
Don't mind him.
Right.
Go ahead.
Boom,
I think
car
he's
crash.
losing it.
That implies that we had it to begin with.
Yeah. You still got it. No, we don't.
Chicago on May 26th, their anniversary show at the Wrestle Factory in Northeast Philly.
Yes, Jakara.
It'll be, it's 1 week from today. Wow, where does the time go? So there you go. If you don't have any plans Memorial Day weekend, it's a little something to do there.
Roy Gulak, Solo Darling, Mike Quackenbush, Creatures of the Sea, Deep.
Yes.
Should be some goodies.
And that show was canceled from tonight at the Homestead Boys Club. The New Moon Rising show.
Oh.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, well, I'm sure I'll hear a thing or two from the great Harry Barnett about that.
In fact, I got a message from him earlier. I wonder if that was what it was about. Now I'll go to check.
There you go. You go ahead and check
Not that I'm ignoring you, Harry. It's just a lot of stuff to do. Woke up late. Had to rush all the way over to the show.
Also on May 26th, in Sunbury, Pennsylvania, the Wild Samoans and Rocky Johnson are going to be doing an autograph signing for WXWC4.
Is WXWC4, is that like an extension of WXW over in Europe? Or is that just...
That might be the Wild Samoans promotion, I think.
Yeah, WXWC4 is the Wild Samoans promotion. So if you remember back, a while ago.
Oh, Factory's Finest. But that's what I was just wondering if that was in any sense like an extension of WXW in Europe.
I don't think so. I think it's just the Wild Samoans promotion up there in Allentown.
That's something to think about.
Yeah.
They'll be at the ice rink next week.
Okay, that should be a goodie as well.
And that's about it.
Alrighty, well, thank you so much for the look at the local scene as always.
I'll catch you next week.
Yep, we'll catch you next week, exactly, for Memorial Day madness or something along those lines. All right, thanks for calling in, Ed, and now back to this madness here. This is the kind of take-it-home part for all the things that we didn't do. Yeah, exactly.
United Kingdom tournament.
Sure, we'll get into that first.
Oh,
all right.
I thought that's what you were going for.
No, but that's all right. Sure.
Sorry.
WWE has revealed the names of the 16 competitors for the United Kingdom Championship Tournament. Travis Banks, Flash Morgan Webster, Jordan Devlin, Tucker, Drew Gulak, Ashton Smith, James Drake, Tyson T-Bone, Zach Gibson, Joe Coffey, Jack Gallagher,
yes,
Dave Mastiff, Kenny Williams, Joseph Connors, Amir Jordan.
You skipped over El Ligero.
Well, that's because I was debating. I was having an issue as to what syllable to put the emphasis on. So thank you, El Ligero.
I thought you was just more of I hope he doesn't make an El Generico joke. Nope.
That too.
No, I love
that too.
El Ligero.
Anyway, the winner of the tournament will challenge WWE United Kingdom champion Pete Dunne. The two-day tournament and title match will take place June 18th and 19th in London at the Royal Albert Hall.
Very nice, very nice.
Also, in some TV talk, WWE Raw will reportedly be staying with NBC Universal. According to HollywoodReporter.com, NBCU is paying nearly 3 times the current rate for Raw, but it will allow SmackDown to enter opening bidding, or into the open, so might go out to the open market. Neither NBCU nor WWE have commented on the matter. Now, Fox is listed in the story as a potential home for SmackDown, though it's unstated whether it would be the Fox broadcast network or a seemingly more likely Fox cable network such as FS1. WWE previously stated that their new television deal would be announced sometime between now and September, and the company's current contract with NBCU runs through September of 2019, meaning that both shows will remain on the USA Network until that time. Now, based on that announcement, WWE stock soared to a peak of $51.33 Thursday after closing at $43.59 Wednesday night. Based on that announcement, they ended the week yesterday at $51.42. Remember back in early 2015, after the initial buzz from the WWE Network kind of faded and the stock price was around $10 a share? And
I believe you were talking about that at one point, yes?
Yeah, it just, I mean, pretty much we were all like...
Get back in there at once and sell!
Yeah.
The usual?
Well, I had to get the Trading Places reference in there.
Thank you.
Yes.
And so did I.
Indeed. Well, sometimes it's about the long-term gains instead of the short-term. Also, some injury news and surgeries. Shane McMahon undergoing successful hernia surgery last Friday in New York, according to WWE.com. He's recovering at home. He was hospitalized back in March, we reported here, as well as WWE, with what was acute diverticulitis and an umbilical hernia.
And he still wrestled at WrestleMania.
He somehow managed to be cleared for WrestleMania and the Greatest Royal Rumble before undergoing the surgery.
I was going to say, did you know that if Shane wasn't able to wrestle, you know who his replacement would have been?
That's just what I was about to get into. Chris Jericho. As he and Daniel Bryan had a laugh on the Talk is Jericho podcast about Shane receiving medical clearance despite his ailments, and
how they would have
he was the fallback plan,
and they would have just went in and called it in the ring. And he's like, I know you and I would have been fine, but Sammy and Kevin would have been having a heart attack, Sammy especially. And that was the point where I just laughed and laughed and laughed.
As you did. And speaking of surgery, WWE announcing that Randy Orton underwent surgery to repair a medial meniscus tear in his left knee.
What? He's going under the knife again?
Telling WWE.com, quote, I've known I needed the surgery since late last year, but I've been waiting for the right time to get my knee cleaned out. Right now is the right time.
AKA, I knew they were going to put the belt on me, and I wanted to see that through.
WWE did not specify how long Orton would be out of action. The typical recovery time for surgery to repair a meniscus tear is said to be 3 months, so perhaps Orton will be back for SummerSlam. And finally, former WWE wrestler Tom Magee. He was beaten outside of his Mar Vista, California home on Tuesday. CBS Los Angeles reporting that the 60-year-old powerlifter and wrestler argued with as many as 6 men over a parking spot, leading to a fight that left him with a broken jaw, broken eye sockets, and a concussion. The neighbor telling the website, quote, to me it was attempted murder. If we wouldn't have come out here, I don't know if he would be alive. To look at his face, if you saw his face right now and saw what they were doing to him, he's really lucky to be alive. Police arrested 2 20-year-old men and booked them on charges of assault with a deadly weapon. Magee is now resting at home. Magee's WWF career started in 1986. The company had high hopes for him based on a match that he had with Bret Hart. But legend has it that Hart carried him to a good match, and Magee never lived up to the expectations company officials had for him based on that performance from Hart. What can you do? Well, I guess we're at that point already. Let's, I guess, get into the...
birthdays!
I know. Kind of hard to go from that low note into, it's like Casey Kasem coming out of an up-tempo number into a dog dying.
Yeah.
That old bit. Hysterical one to go check out on the Tube of You. All right, so 4 plus 3 Brucey bonuses. On this date in 1946, Andre Rene Roussimoff was born. The first ever WWE Hall of Famer, better known as Andre the Giant, passed away in 1993 at the age of 46.
Forgot that was his actual name.
Yeah, well, that's why I throw these things out there to kind of have you go, oh,
As soon as I heard first ever Hall of Famer, I'm like, Andre!
Yeah, that Andre. On this date in 1951, Richard Van Slater was born. The former WCW United States Tag Team Champion, better known as Dirty Dick Slater, turned 67 today.
Yes!
I had your face just lit up.
As soon as I figured Richard's, no, yes!
And that's as far as we're going with that. On this date in 1971, Dionisio Castellanos Torres was born.
Arriba.
The former 2-time WCW Cruiserweight Champion, better known as Psychosis, turns 47 today. Yeah, big competitor in the WCW Cruiserweight division back in the mid-90s.
And let's please not bring up what he did on SmackDown.
No, I think that was Hooven. Okay, I know what you mean.
Hoovy was a part of it, but he got kicked out right away.
True. And on this date in 1985, Tom Budgen was born. The current NXT champion, better known as Aleister Black, turns 33 today. And to the Brucey bonuses, 3 things outside of the world of wrestling. On this date in 1949, Elisha Archibald Manning III was born. A longtime NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, who is perhaps better known as the father of multi-time Super Bowl winning quarterbacks Peyton and Eli Manning, and better known simply as Archie Manning, turns 69 today. And staying in the sports world, on this date in 1976, Kevin Maurice Garnett was born, the former NBA player. Primarily with the Minnesota Timberwolves and Boston Celtics, 15-time All-Star and NBA champion in 2008. He turns 42 today.
Also impossible to guard an NBA street, too.
Indeed. And on this date in 1945, Peter Dennis Blandford Townshend was born. The singer-songwriter and multi-instrumentalist, better known as the lead guitarist, backing vocalist, and principal songwriter for the rock band The Who, turned 73 today.
Plays a mean pinball.
Yeah, that too. That's going to just about do it for us here. We got news coming up next, and until next week, play us out, Nutsy.
1 o'clock and all's well.
Celebrating 60 years of broadcasting excellence, we're 1490 WBCB.